Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Grammar Tales. Learn English grammar with Krish. So today we will be continuing with the verbs and its types. In the first class we had done what? We had done the definition of verbs, isn't it? Definition of verbs. So what are verbs? Verbs are words that are used to indicate actions or the state of being, isn't it? Action or state of being. Now let me write it down. These are words which are used to indicate action or state of being. Alright. Now in the previous class we had done two types of verbs. What are those? Transitive and intransitive. Isn't it? So if you remember, what were transitive verbs? Transitive verbs were verbs that say transitions or changes the action of the subject or the doer to an object. Alright, it transfers the action that has been done by a subject or a doer to an object. And what are intransitive verbs? Intransitive verbs are those where the action of the subject or the doer does not get transferred or it does not change to the object. Okay, it does not transition to the object. So those are the two types, transitive and intransitive. So today we will be doing what? We will be doing linking verbs. Fine. So let's start. Now let's see first the definition of linking verbs. What are linking verbs? So as the name itself suggests, it links or it connects. Alright, linking verbs. First we will see the definition. Alright. So what are linking verbs? These verbs do what? These verbs act as a link. They act as a link. You see, the definition itself is very easy to understand. It is self-explanatory. So these verbs act as a link or a connection. Alright, it acts as a link or a connection. Between whom? Between the subject and between whom and further information about that particular subject and further information about the subject. Fine. I'll give example, then it will become clear to you. Alright, so let us see again. What are linking verbs? These are the verbs which act as a link or a connection between the subject and further information about the subject. Alright, so there is a subject and there will be a linking verb and there will be some further information about that subject. So the linking verb will act as a connector between the subject and the information about that subject. Alright, also these verbs are they do not show any kind of action. Okay, remember, these verbs, these linking verbs, they do not show any kind of action. These linking verbs do not show any action. Fine. So they are mostly the verbs to be or stative verbs. They are mostly the verbs to be. They are mostly verbs to be. You must have heard to be verbs, to be or and also, or you can say and. Instead of or, it will be better if I write and. To be and stative verbs. Now first of all we will see what are to be verbs. Alright, so first read the sentence or the definition once again. What are linking verbs? These verbs act as a link or a connection between the subject and further information about the subject. Now these linking verbs are what we had learned in the definition of verbs, that verbs are words that indicate some action or a state of being. Alright, so not necessarily that verbs will always show some kind of action. They also show some kind of to be in a kind of a state or in a to be situation. Alright, so So they do not always, these linking verbs do not show any action. They are not action verbs. Alright, they are only they are mostly verbs which only show a state or a to be position. So what are the to be verbs? There are mainly 8 to be verbs which are as follows. I'll just write them down and you please remember. Very easy, they are to be. These are the linking verbs. So to be verbs are what? To be verbs. Alright? These are known as to be verbs. So what are they? They are is, am, are, was, were, then be, being, and being. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what are the to be verbs? These are the linking verbs. Alright? Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. Now say I will write a sentence with one of these to be verbs. Say here in this sentence you will see there will be no action. We are just stating a position. Alright? It is just defining a state of being. Say she is a nurse. So I'm simply telling who she is or what is her state. Alright? So I'm saying she is a nurse. Here we are not talking about any action. We are simply linking the subject with the further information about the subject. With what? With the linking verb is. Fine? Now let's see another one. I am very tired. See here again, I'm using the linking word am to connect the subject I and the state of the subject. That is further information about the subject, isn't it? So these are what? These are linking verbs. Now let's see what are stative verbs. Stative, alright? What are stative verbs? Stative verbs. Now see. Stative verbs, they are used to describe a state rather than an action. Used to describe a state rather than an action. Fine. So let's see some stative verbs, then it will become clear for us. Okay, so today we will just see the stative verbs. In the following or in the coming classes, we will see their uses and also how many more types of verbs or their classification of verbs are there. Because in one class it cannot be covered, it is vast, alright. Always remember, grammar is very vast. The more you study, so many things are there, intricate things, intricate details are there. So as we study, you will understand, because and it is not possible also that I go very deep. I'll try my best to go very deep into the details, but then maybe it will not be possible that I cover each and every minute details. I'll try to do everything as much as possible. Okay, now let's see some stative verbs, alright, without much ado. So stative verbs relate to what? They relate to the following, alright, thoughts and actions. Thoughts and actions. So what can they be? Thoughts and actions. Sorry, thoughts and opinions, not actions. I'm very sorry. Thoughts and opinions. Fine, thoughts and opinions. So what are they? Say agree, believe, doubt, guess, then imagine, know, mean, recognize, remember, suspect, think, understand, etc. Alright, there are many more, we can just go and on, but These are some which are important. Alright. So what do stative verbs mean? They mean thoughts and opinions. They also mean feelings and emotions, also senses and perceptions, possession and measurement. So today we will be doing this much only. I will not lengthen the video too much. So what are stative verbs? They are verbs which are used to describe a state rather than any action. Okay, they relate to what? They relate to thoughts and opinions. So under thoughts and opinions, what we can have? They can be agree, they can be believe, remember, know, mean, recognize, suspect, etc. Fine. So in the next class we will describe further the stative verbs. We will describe about feelings, emotions, senses and perceptions, and then we will continue further. Alright. So I hope whatever I have done today about verbs, you have understood. What are the linking verbs? They are the to be verbs: is, am, are, were, be, being, been. There are 8 types, and then there are also stative verbs. Alright. So these are the stative verbs, and then we will continue further in the next class. Thank you.